Airlines is considered part of this country, so what's happening here is related somehow in our future. So I hope the future will be brilliant and much more prosperous for our country, just to help people, Syrian people, particularly those who live abroad and who enforced to migrants and set up or settle themselves abroad. You know that we have a good community, Syrian community, living in different European countries, and those, they cannot come directly to Syria, back their home, unless to do something, via other airlines or carriers. Sorry, can I?
Yes, sure.
Again, we expect situation will be better. This is of course not my personal view, but everybody, if you ask anybody, people and government as well, they share the same wishes, and they wish to all the situation to be settled, and everything will be stable and secured. Now the situation is much more better and much more secured, particularly in Damascus and the countryside. So we are able now to move at least in the capital or in the main cities without this or these threats from terrorists or from other.
Because the airport and the Cham wings was directly affected by the occupation in the east of Damascus.
Yeah. And you know that the countryside almost around Damascus, it was under the control of militia. And now it's better. It's finished, almost finished. So the flights much more secured, and now actually we increased our flights to many destinations due to this new situation. Hopefully, we hope our country will be much better. We need at least the other countries, governments from particularly European Union, to think deeply about human beings here, not to deal us as people who, they ignore our rights, our rights to live. People here would like to live. They would like, not all Syrian people are terrorists. They accuse us that we are, unfortunately, belonging to terrorism and to terrorists, and this is not, of course, correct at all. Syrian people, they like to live peacefully, and they like peace for everybody.
Yes. Well, I hope...
Frankly speaking, and honestly, I'm not talking as, for example, you are coming from abroad and I'm just trying to give you a new picture or new image about our people. You know better than me, because this is not your first time visiting our country. So we hope, let's hope, at least. So Cham Wings Airlines put some, of course, plans, expansions, and would like, of course, to do something for people. Of course, our company is commercial one, and everyone, of course, as businessmen, would like to win, and they don't like to lose. But at the same time, our mission is to help people, to help Syrian, and to make like a bridge between some countries and their home. Again, I say that there are a lot of Syrians who enforced to go abroad, and they don't like to stay even in Europe. They don't have any possibility except to come back home. But they don't have also many choices. They have to either, for example, those who live in Germany, they have to come via Tehran or via Muscat. Then they have to stay transit time. After that, come back home to Syria. And this is, of course, very difficult because, you know, at the beginning, Lebanese government issued some rules previously against Syrians also, if they left the country and they don't have a stamp on their passports that they will not accept them even in the passport, in the airport. They should come back again where they come, from where they come. And this is a big problem for Syrian people. They have to think before they buy their tickets because they will lose money. And
do you think this is actually preventing people coming back, people who want to come back? This is actually making it difficult for them?
Many people would like to come back, especially after the situation gets better now. They would like to come back again to see their houses, to start again in their country. I think everybody, when war finish in his country or her country, they think to come back again and to see how they can establish themselves again. This is our nature as a human beings. Nobody will be, especially old people. You know that people who exceed, for example, age 50, they will not be accustomed to live abroad. Even if governments in Europe or America or whatever, they offer them, for example, help. And you know, Syrian people, they don't like, most Syrian people, they don't like to stay without work. Maybe they differ from other nations. And I'm not saying that because I am Syrian, but I am familiar with my country and I'm familiar with my people as well. This is considered as a part of their culture. Look at, for example, Syrian people who went to Egypt. Most of them set up their own business. Factories, workshops, even groceries. They didn't accept to stay and, for example, get some charity from governments. People who left to Jordan, to Lebanon. Of course, I'm not talking in general. I'm talking in general. There are some who accepted to stay maybe, but this is not a rule. This is exceptional case. We consider them. We hope circumstances will get better here, and of course we help as Chamois. We help Syrian people who are interested to come back again. We give them to their country. We help them by giving special offers, special prices, and we did that, of course, in Russia, for example. There are some Syrians who are unable to stay there or their residence finished. And I have been in Moscow before a couple of weeks. We talked with the ministry, with the representatives of Ministry for Foreign Affairs, and I told them we are ready to help Syrians who are interested to come back home. Maybe we can give them special rates, special fare, or even sometimes complimentary tickets.
Great, that's a really good idea.
Yes.
Do Syrians living in Europe, for example, do they know that Chamois can help them to come back if they need to? I mean, how do they get in touch with you? We
cannot announce. We cannot give this announcement because still now, you know, unable to land or to make any operation with any European country. Also, I have been in Czech Republic, and the government accepted there to help us.
Great.
And they are ready, of course, they accepted to give us even the permission to be landed in Prague.
Wow.
This is good, of course, improvement.
Fantastic for the...
Yes, but unfortunately, the civil aviation in each European country is linked and connected and related with what we call it IASA, which is the civil aviation umbrella of civil aviation for a whole European country. And the result, they refused.
It's disgusting.
We are trying to push this case or this issue, still struggling, but unfortunately we didn't get any positive hint or positive indication from the civil aviation, IASA, I mean. But if they accept and they approve, we will help even European countries to get rid of at least those who are not acceptable or they don't want them to be mixed in their community. So we are trying to offer something for the governments, European governments in general. But if
this
they don't want to help us, how can we do this?
But this is the extraordinary thing, is that actually they complain about the refugee crisis.
Yes.
But then actually when Syrian refugees in particular, and I know that there are many in Europe that would like to come back. I mean, I was in Sweden. They told me that actually the Syrians of all the refugees are the ones who always talk about going home.
Yes.
But actually Europe is preventing them
and believe
going
me,
home.
frankly speaking, honestly, many of Syrian people, they are waiting just to get residence permit, and after that they can come back again. So it will not a good investment for Europe if they think that they can invest in human resources, because most of them still think how to improve their situations or how they can come back again and share in rebuilding their country, because everybody knows that after any war there should be some good chances and opportunities for everybody. What we call it انتعاش or prosperity. Prosperity.
How many people does Cham Wings employ?
We have almost 137, 140, something like that.
And how many planes? I know you
we
told
have
me.
4 aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 aircraft.
And what are they? What?
Airbus.
Okay. Yeah.
320.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really wish you all the success with
Thank you.
Amazing
Same wishes to you, of course, in your mission. And we are very happy to be here in Syria. And maybe you are able to talk about your experience here in our country much more than me, because you can see our community, our country in a different eye, different view. You can analyze, and you are good analysis at the same time. You make a good analysis about the situation here from different perspectives, from different points, and that will give the whole picture. Hopefully in your next trip the situation will be much also more better, and the picture will be clear. Let's hope.
Yes, let's hope.